Once again, very good afternoon to everyone. Hope you all get settled. And it's definitely a very privilege today we have with the Canadian Hindu Chamber of Commerce also with us today at South Gujarat Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Friends, since couple of months, our chamber is approaching CHCC, that is Canadian Hindu Chamber of Commerce, and we both were rather willing to contact each other and would like to meet physically. And I am, if I am not wrong, probably that has initiated in the month of October, November, when Vijay Bhai was there. So, since on that day we were trying that CHCC and SGCCI will sit together, and fortunately today it arrives. Friends, rather than taking more time of this, I welcome you all on the occasion of one-to-one, B2B meeting with the Canadian Hindu Chamber of Commerce. Today we also have more than 22 Canadian people, those who are working actively in Canada and are willing to join with the SGCCI today. So on this occasion, I request our chief guest and our President, Mr. Ramesh Wagasia ji, to please address the welcome note, sir. Good afternoon, friends. Hello. Is it audible?
Yes.
Good afternoon, friends.
Good afternoon.
I'm enough fortunate, and it's an immense pleasure for me to stand before you to welcome you. Whenever a Canada representative of a Canadian Hindu Chamber of Commerce and Industry, representative of that chamber, Honorable Naresh Kumar Chawda, we welcome you, sir. Warm regards here. I would like to welcome Kushagra Sharma also, and the team delegation from Canadian Hindu Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Sir, you are most welcome at the holy land of Surat, which is the fastest growing city of the world nowadays. And Surat is enough fortunate to have a day by day many delegations of Chamber of Commerce and Business Association globally. Sir, I would like to welcome my Vice President, Mr. Vijay Mevawala, who is shoulder to shoulder with me to make all this possible. I would like to welcome my honorary secretary, hard-working, and who is taking ensuring me not to sleep at night also, and catching me and carrying me in each and every programs and events and exhibitions, and without allowing me for the rest. So I am thankful to you also. I welcome our CEO of Mission 84, Mr. Paresh Bhatt, and I would like to welcome Mahirshi Jani at this moment, Chaturbhai from Atlanta, USA, Mr. Anani, and all our invited guests and friends. Friends, India and Canada has a long-lasting relationships. However, there is some ups and downs during the time now due to some unavoidable and unwanted circumstances. But it may happen that sometimes, as like economy, it's go up and down, up and down, up and down. So we hope that it would be recovered fast and make it smooth to make both the countries' people and businessmen to have a bilateral international trade and have a good relations to benefit each other. Sir, bilateral trade in goods between India and Canada was approximately US $9.9 billion in 2022. India's bilateral services trade with Canada stood at $6.5 billion. India cumulative FDI from Canada between April 2000 and June 2023 is about $3.642 billion. Nearly 1.86 million Indians live in Canada, you know better than us. The growth of the import of goods from Canada to India in last 2 decades on an average basis is 8.9% on per annum basis. And nowadays what we feel and what we observe is every student wants to go Canada, and we are observing that many of the students are staying there in Canada and many are now eager to go to the Canada. So on the base of relationship of not only in terms of education but in terms of economic development of Canada, I humbly request Canadian Prime Minister to make good with the India so as their economy may be benefited from the peace and the education tourism is going to happen. And this way, many ways are there in which India and Canada have benefits each other. To make this possible, India is marching towards now from being a third largest economy, from fifth largest economy to being a third largest economy very shortly. And what goal of being a 5 trillion economy of Mr. Modi, of Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister of India, has made for Indian businessmen, and $1 trillion exports by 2027 goal has been set out by our Honorable Prime Minister for India. This will make India to be friendly with many of the countries, and keeping in mind SGCCI, the Southern Gujarat Chamber of Commerce and Industry, has a privilege to make a vision of SGCCI Global Connect Mission 84, as our chamber has entered after completing the 83rd year of its establishment, has entered in the 84th year of establishment in last 21st October. So 84 means in Gujarati and Hindi 84. If any Gujarati and Hindi people are there, they can know. And 84 name taluka, tehsil, a province is there in Surat district. So why the name of a taluka is by number instead of having a by name? No taluka in India is there other than by name number. So why a taluka have a name by 84 number? So history is deep and great that Surat was the biggest port of India, and Surat were hosting 84 countries' flags, having an international trade with 84 countries during 15th, 16th, 17th century. In huge quantum, even after in lacking of the latest technology and communication system what we have in our hand, in our phone today, it was not there. Even local phone was not available at that time. So that great deep history was due to a spirit of trade in Gujarati, Surti and Indian people at that time. And therefore, people from various countries were rushing to Surat to have a business, international trade with Surat and Gujarat, especially spices, clothes, etc. So many commodities were there at that time, and shipbuilding industry was in huge quantum at the port of Surat at that time. So that spirit was there, but technology was not there, and now we have a technology in our hand. So SGCCI choose that it must be combined together and make the new normal again. New normal means to revive that spirit in the blood of people, and to make this by using the technology, we have created an international online platform on which, keeping the theme of 84 everywhere, 84,000 young talented entrepreneurs have started been onboarding on that platform. We have identified 84 countries nowadays with whom India must have a Vapar, must have international trade, and 84,000 young talented people, businessmen from 84 countries needs to be and started to be onboarded on this platform to have a business with 84 from India. So to help this individual entrepreneurs, 84 Chamber of Commerce from India out of 500 to 600 chambers in India, we have choose 84 and started onboarding there on that platform, and 84 from 84 countries chambers are started to onboarding to help the members to have in huge quantum international trade and thereby to exports from India to abroad, and to help this entire platform. We have started onboarding representative of Indian consulate in 84 countries and representative of 84 consulate generals from 84 countries to India. This way, both the way, entire system has been integrated in such a way that 84 from both sides come together, deliberate, discuss and have an international trade, especially export from India of 84,000 crores, that means 10 billion US dollars between both these 84,000, and thereby this figure is nothing but a token to contribute to the 5 trillion economy of Mr. Modi and $1 trillion exports from India this way. This small flower we are putting in this yagna to make India an economic power. Unless and until we do go for a very good business and to export from India, we cannot empower our country to be a global leader. And thereby, we at the SGCCI have taken this vision, Mission 84, and to add more and more young peoples to have an export from here to abroad with 84 countries. And I hope and wish that on the way we are going to have a memorandum of understanding, MOU, with many Chamber of Commerce and Business Associations from India and abroad. Likewise, today we are enough fortunate to have this opportunity at our doorstep to sign an MOU with Canadian Hindu Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and it will be the step to make ourselves forward, to make strengthen not only economy but to make a strengthen every businessman family. You know, every soldier of our country are keeping our Indian border safe by offering their lives. In any case, they save our border, and that's why they are soldiers. They are called soldiers who are having India, and therefore we are here in this air-conditioned room and celebrating each other. And this way, what the businessman can do, we need not to go at the border and to die for the country, but we have to live our life and to make the business, and thereby to be a patriot businessman, a real businessman contributing to make India a strengthen, and thereby we have a slogan to be an Indian economic soldier. Indian economic soldier goes to make stronger and stronger his and his family and his family business, but rather he contributes to making the GDP of India a strengthen. And therefore, I would like to request all of you, my dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, to feel ourselves an Indian economic soldier and to make India a stronger, to make India a global leader nowadays, what our Honorable Prime Minister is doing well. In step by step, we are going to be first in many things, second in many things, third in many things, in many ranks. But in some matters we are lacking behind. So we have to make ourselves, especially in economy, a forefront runner at the global level, and it would be the step towards that. However, it may be a small step, but the step is always step. What our Kavi Harmad says, ke daglu mukyu ke hatvu na, yahom karine pado fateh se aage. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. President, for your warm welcome speech. And at the same time, the things which you already explained, that now today CHCC is with us, and apart from that, I mean, along with the CHCC, there are more than 22 members. They were already part of this program today, and they are coming from the various industries. Few of them is from the pharma, few of them is from textile, few of them is from food processing, few of them is from, I mean, so the various people are today with us. So I can say that it would be a really very good cascade wherein the members or the presenters whosoever are coming from the Surat as an entrepreneur can connect with them. So we can definitely keep a finger crossed towards a business to be happen in a next onwards. Sir, since you have already welcomed all the guests through your words, but it is our tradition that whenever the guest comes to us, we have to extend our flower felicitations, and for that I request the entire dais to please come forward. Sri Naresh Kumar Chawda ji, Sri Maharshi Jani ji, and Mr. Kushan Datta Sarma ji as well to please come forward. And I request President, Vice President Sri Vijay Mewawala ji and Nikhil bhai to please join in this flower felicitation, sir.
We generally call King as a Naresh, if you know him. Yeah. He's a Canada Naresh. Now that Naresh, as per what Honorable Prime Minister says, is a common worker, common man. It's not a perishable flower we use to be useless after a few minutes by using it. We used to have welcome every guest with a cloth manufactured in Surat. It's a sari. Oh. His wife can wear it. And he will be happy to go home with sari. Go again, India.
પરેશ ભાઈ આ બાજુ
પરેશ ભાઈ
થોડા નજીક થઈ જશે. એક્સક્યુઝ મી, થોડા પાસ हो जाओ. Ready? Wait. Ready? Thank you. All right.
There is a Mr. Rakesh Patel. The whole credit goes to Mr. Rakesh. He is sitting organized.
Thank
He
you.
is my very dear friend and my close friend.
Angli Chinjanu Punya.
I request we have one moment from our end.
चौड़ा सर मूवमेंट हो जी जी.
So this is the maple leaf. Just like we have a Ashok Chakra in our the Canada's maple leaf, and there is a 4 flag where all Hindu businessmen are there. Canada, Bharat, Bangladesh, and Nepal, which is cover half of the world area-wise and half of the world population-wise.
थोड़ा नजीक राकेश भाई नजीक आ गया. रेडी सर एक मिनट. रेडी
He is a कुशाग्र. गुजराती में कुशाग्र बुद्धिमत्ता होना एक आवश्यक अंग है. That's why he is here. Make us कुशाग्र. We had 7 Maharshi, Sapta Rishi.
Thank you, Dias, for joining in the flower felicitations. Friends, now I request our Honorable Vice President Sri Vijay Mewawala ji to please take the forum for the about the program and introduction about the guest. Sir.
Thank you, Paresh bhai. Namaskar, friends.
Hindu Canadian Chamber of Commerce. The name start from the Hindu. તો જ્યારે બી નરેશભાઈનો ફોન આવતો હોય મારી સાથે ગુજરાતીમાં જ વાત કરે છે. એટલે આઈ થિંક કે યુ નો ઓલ ધ ઇંગ્લિશ ઓર હિન્દી એન્ડ ગુજરાતી લેંગ્વેજ. નરેશભાઈ કોઈ દિવસ ઇંગ્લિશમાં વાત કરી નથી મારી સાથે, કાયમ ગુજરાતીમાં જ વાત કરી છે ફોન પર. એટલે હું મારે ગુજરાતીમાં કરવાની છે વાત. ઓકે, અચ્છા. Good afternoon, one and all. I, Vijay Mewala, the Vice President of the SGCCI, the warm welcome our honorable guest from the Canadian Hindu Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Nareshbhai Chavda, the President, Kushatraj Datta Sharma, the Vice President, and Mr. Maharshi Jani, the General Secretary. And the special thanks to my dear friend Rakesh Patel, who organized the valuable meeting with the Chamber and Canadian Hindu Chamber. And all the attendees that are present here for the being with us today for an interactive session with the Canadian Hindu Chamber of Commerce. The purpose of this interactive session today is to give all over the local traders and the opportunity to explore the ways to connect the Canadian Hindu diaspora with the Gujarati roots and the foster collaboration by the facilitating across assess the each other markets for the goods and service. Potential thought create the mission for the business delegation. The session will provide the insight into the best practice and expertise in the area like the manufacturing, agriculture, finance, textile, technology, and many more. Since we are actively pursuing the global trade, the opportunity thought over the President Dream Project Mission 84, just we call the M84. Now is the ideal the moment of the delve into rotation venture in the Canadian market. The President and the other official of the Canadian Hindu Chamber of the Commerce will provide the valuable guidance and to help us make the most of this opportunity. Mission 84 अंतर्गत in Canadian Chamber and the Hindu SGCCI Southern Gujarat Chamber of Commerce and Industries कैसे एक दूसरे को अपनी अपनी नीड दे सकते हैं और कैसे बिजनेस बढ़ा सकते हैं, उस पर आपने मेरे प्रेसिडेंट से बहुत विस्तृत में जाना. और 84 अंतर्गत हम कैसे एक दूसरे को मदद कर सकते हैं और कैसे अपना एक्सपोर्ट बढ़ा सकते हैं, वो इस इंटरेक्टिव सेशन का मेन एम होगा. Now I would like to introduce to you our the honorable guest, the President of the Canadian Hindu Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Naresh Kumar Chavda. The Naresh Kumar Chavda is a senior immigration law professional, RCIC, with over a decade of the experience in Canada. He is based to Toronto, Ontario, but originated from the Gujarat, India. And we as a Gujarati, we proud Naresh Bhai, give him a big applause. And Naresh Bhai is Gujarati, and we proud to Mr. Naresh Bhai. Naresh Bhai is also a social worker who has worked with many professional and the social organizations for the betterment of the Canadian society. As a part of this professional and the social work, Naresh Bhai is frequently dealing with the many diplomats mission abroad, the High Commissioner, Consulate Office of the various countries of the part of his the professional work. His education qualification include RCIC Canada, LLM, LLB, 2 gold medalist, MBA, PGD, HRM and BE India. I request Mr. Naresh Bhai Chavda to enlighten us his knowledge and say some few words. Please Naresh Bhai, welcome. Complete the MOU ceremony between the Canadian Hindu Chamber of Commerce and the Southern Gujarat Chamber of Commerce and Industries. The board president signed on the MOU.
maximum below 1.
It is the 23rd of MOU.
Oh.
SGCCI.
Under Mission 84.
So, namaskar everyone. First of all, thank you South Gujarat Chamber of Commerce, their President Ramesh Vagashia ji, Vijay Mewala ji, Mewawala ji, Secretary Nikhil Madrashi, and CEO Mission 84 Paresh Bhatt ji, and all entire team, member and attendees who attend today's our session for Canada Hindu Chamber of Commerce and South Gujarat Chamber of Commerce joint session. We came from Canada. For me, Gujarat is my hometown, so I came back to home. That's kind of situation. I've been in Canada from last 20 years. My profession, as Ramesh ji say, he gave me a very wonderful gift. I'm a bit of textile too, so I have those theoretical background of textile. Then I switched in a legal profession as a liking. But yeah, see, textile is always with my heart. Let me give you a little bit brief background about CHCC. When you heard like Hindu Chamber, I don't think so many of you heard this kind of Hindu Chamber word actually. So in Bharat maybe we have those kind of group, economic benefit or social culture. But outside of Bharat, this is the first this kind of chamber, Canada Hindu Chamber of Commerce in Canada. So in country, the Canadian government, they always promote religious different activity, including economic religious activity too. So all other religion, like many religion, they have different kind of economic organization like chamber. Unfortunately, Hindu are highest density wise in business in North America, in particular Canada. But there is no this kind of platform up to now. So that's the reason. With definitely I am a volunteer as a president, but with many mentors, they are in Canada from last 30, 40, 50 years. They are our advisory board member. We have our magazine and our trade mission booklet with all of you. You can find their name. They are well settled in different kind of economic and business activity doing in Canada from long time. They are in a different position of CHCC and enlightening and guidance us. And that's why we are here today and doing whatever activity from long time. So CHCC, we started on auspicious day of Vijayadashmi in 2021, middle of the COVID. So that's why I say like CHCC is a hope of light, because at COVID time when everyone like struggled to survive, at that time we think about economy. As a Gujarati, as a Hindu, this is our all power. We always think about economy, betterment of us and surrounding us actually as a community at large. So we start on auspicious day of Vijayadashmi. Official opening we done on January 14, auspicious day of Uttarayan. The opening ceremony happened by one of the Padma Shri living from last 50, 60 years in USA, Ved Nanda. He is an International Bar Association president. Unfortunately, he passed away before a week, but he is our mentor when we start the organization. And he is he is a professor of the Condoleezza Rice, Foreign Affairs Minister of USA sometime, and he is a very well-known legal professional in America. So they are our mentor. So CHCC, Canada is a vast country, 5,000 kilometers. So Hindu community also settled everywhere. Almost you can find in a small area of Nunavut where there is a population of 60,000 only in the whole province, and province is 3-4 times more than Gujarat. So over there also we found the Hindu businessmen. So that's why Hindu community doing the business activity, economic activity where they are living and prosper the local surrounding government, authority or country wherever they are living. So we have membership from Vancouver to Montreal. Even though today we have a representative from Vancouver, Gopal Sani, he is sitting back. He is from Alberta. He is a medical professional. We have a representative from Ottawa. We have representative from definitely from Greater Toronto area, which is the most economic hub of Canada. Then Saskatchewan and a different part of the Canada. So when I say Vancouver to Montreal is like New Delhi to London. So you think like how far? And this chamber we are running, and it's very successfully we running. We do different kind of activity. We promote the we provide the mentorship for different businesses. We do the different online events as there is a distance, 5,000 kilometer distance. This is little bit issue for us as any organization in Canada.
થોડું દૂરથી દૂરથી બોલજો થોડું.
So as I mentioned, like the issue of long distance between different countries, that's why we do many online events also for our member and community at large. We have an annual gala, and maybe you have a booklet of our last gala, Dhanteras Gala. We celebrate as Dhanteras is a prosperous day for all Hindu businessmen. So when it's a Hindu chamber, but in our event, all kind of community leaders, business community, they come. All flavor of government also attend our events. Come as a mentors, come with an information session for the different kind of business activity too. So trade mission is one of the part for our chamber activity, and that's why we are here. We have our trade mission booklet. Maybe you have with you on your chair actually. So we provide all the delegates details, contact details also for your further information. And this trade mission is for 3 countries, January 1st to January 13th. And almost we are middle of the path and we are here. We started from Nepal. So Nepal, our main sector is tourism, agro product from Nepal, herbal and wellness, and adventure tourism too, from Rocky Mountain in Canada to Everest. That's our main motto. We have a very successful meeting with a main business chamber in Nepal, Nepal Business Chamber of Commerce. We are going to sign the MOU, and it was very fruitful meetings. Then we meet Lumbini Chamber of Commerce in Lumbini, Buddha Bhagwan Janmasthal. We meet Honorable Prime Minister of Nepal, Foreign Affairs Minister of Nepal, and Tourism Department also. So very successful both side interaction, and those kind of interaction for CHCC point of view, when we come from that far, it is not a one time or only for day. It's going to be continued process. Same thing with South Gujarat Chamber of Commerce. It's going to be continued process. After that we went to the Lucknow. Main part in Uttar Pradesh is a religious tourism. You all know 22nd January is coming, and that's very auspicious for all of us as a Indo-Canadian or Indian. And we have many of our delegates. They are coming from Bangladesh Hindu. Today they are with us. After this meeting, whenever you get time, in informal time, you can exchange your information, business card. You get benefited definitely. There is a Sri Lankan Hindu community with us also. Nepal Hindu community also here with us, and definitely different part of India. So it is not a one region like Gujarat, but Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, all kind of Hindu businessmen professional with us today. And in our membership at back home in Canada, we have Suriname, Guyana, Trinidad. So that's I want to explain over here. There is a pond and there is a sea. So pond, definitely there is a deep water, clean water, usable water. But at the same time, sea have a different importance. It is a horizontally spread out, but there is a different kind of angle we can matching on a same platform. As a Hindu community, we have a different kind of puja paddhati or ritual. But this kind of economic platform provide the real connectivity between different Hindus, different ethnicity. So in Canada, as per I know, there is no other association who do economic activity, and all kind of Hindus are there. And this country, what I am telling you, all are migrants. So they are definitely doing something better, higher middle class, mid-cap businessmen, small businessmen, and they are all together. So it's a very good opportunity for this kind of chamber. So as I mentioned, from Lucknow we went to New Delhi. We have a very successful meeting with the Indo-American Chamber of Commerce. We signed the MOU with them in a Constitution Club, the very auspicious place in New Delhi. We have one field visit of IT company also, and today we are here with Surat early morning. And as Rakesh Bhai is our member and local Surat person and living in Canada, he make our program very packed from morning to up to now. Thank you, Rakesh Bhai. We have successful meeting with Surat municipality. Mayor, honorable mayor was there, and his whole team, and my delegates and myself also. Very enlightened how the Surat municipality is developed. Honestly, not to just say, but we never seen in North America, as per personally I say. The way the Surat municipality working, and I know it's always first, second, third rank from last 20 years. Or more than that, yeah. So that's congratulate Surat municipality, and they're all office bearers. We went today. We are here. So, sir, with all representative of South Gujarat Chamber of Commerce, First, I want to welcome you in Canada with your delegation. Our today's main part is definitely textile and diamond, but other than there is a very good opportunity about agro product, chemical between both country. And when our honorable Sri President mentioned, Canada and India right now have a little bit bitter relation. Government maybe have this is a downturn for short time period. That's all we Indo-Canadian also thinking and hope for the best. Other than that, let me give you one good example how the India and Canada relations are stronger. In 1971, when India did a nuclear test first time, as per my understanding, that's uranium provided by Canada. And that time, that's the only country provided the uranium. Same way, I think sometime in 1960, the Canada, when we are looking for the vaccine in India, Canadian government provided the vaccine, and vice versa in COVID, we are the witness. We are not getting the vaccine from our neighbor country, America. At that time, India helped a lot. So it's a very strong tie. And when we talk about the public-to-public relationship, the Indian diaspora is one of the highest in Canada. So when I say one of the highest, so that's also I want to give you one comparison chart. America have a 40 crore population, I believe, 400 million, and Canada have a 4 crore population. Every year, nearby 100K, 1 lakh international students going from India and Indian continent to America. In Canada also, we have 100K students every year. So compare like 10 times more than density-wise than America, and that's the highest source country. India is the highest source country for international students. What's the difference between international students and someone migrate at a later age like 35, 45 or 50? International students go at 18-year age, 20 year or 25. So that's grown, that's second generation, third generation. Within a 60 year, they're third generation living in Canada. So the population of Indian diaspora increased almost double after 2011. So what's the population from almost 1901 when the first Indo-Canadian went to Canada? From 2011, those 100 years, same population become almost double in Canada. So that's the growth of Indian community, Hindu community in Canada. So there are big opportunity between both countries. When this kind of chamber, any other like Indo-Canadian chamber of like Hindu chamber of commerce, what's a common factor? We know how our people understand the business in India, in Surat or in Indian continent. Same way you know us. So that's make a more easy for business opportunity, professional opportunity, or giving the platform from both sides. So that's why we signed the MOU today. As I mentioned, we invite you for our anytime in Canada. We have our signature event in mostly in November 1st, 2nd week, Dhanteras time. We have a signed MOU. Officially we send the invitation, and I hope please make from your team or your member whoever able to make it happen. That will be good. So we have one today as for Surat, one of the Oakville city, which is one of the kind of very richest city in Canada. Our mayor have a special message for Surat diamond industry. When I say Oakville, there is a Ford company is there, and Oakville there is a international import hub. So directly import center is there actually. So make it easy for diamond businessmen in future to open the corporate office in Oakville city if they looking for something option in North America compared to the other European country. So we have a very good video. So I request like electronic team, they can show the video to audience.
Hello, I'm Oakville's Mayor Rob Burton. I'm the founder of one of Canada's most successful television networks. So like you, I know how important business is. Oakville is where the people live who want to or already own and operate the best businesses in Canada. Oakville is the best place to set up a new business operation in Canada. Oakville's livability attracts the best and brightest talent from all over the world. Oakville's location across the border from New York State in the United States makes Oakville factories and offices more efficient for expansion of business with the United States. I've been Oakville's mayor for almost 20 years. I can help you get your feet on the ground here and up and running for success. Let me hear from you.
So to audience, I want to say, like, as Mayor mentioned, his open arm he want to welcome, as it's a nearby US border. So not only diamond industry, but any industry you want to explore in North America. Canada have a dollar difference with USA, more taxation, and there is a direct import hub. So he is inviting, this message he especially give for Canada Hindu Chamber of Commerce and especially for Surat today's meeting. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Naresh bhai, for inviting us in Canada. And we will try our best to come in Canada.
Thank you. Thank you, Naresh bhai. It's really very wonderful knowing something which was, so far not known about Canada, and that you have today explained it to us. At the same time, likewise, Vice President has acknowledged, we, as on behalf of the entire members of South Gujarat Chamber of Commerce, is delighted, and we are extending our gratitude, and we promise that very soon we will be with you in Canada. So thank you. It's really very interactive. Now, friends, those who really would like to interact, or those who are having any kind of questions for the CHCC, Canadian Hindu Chamber of Commerce. So the members from the South Gujarat Chamber of Commerce, if they want to ask any questions, they can please raise your hand so that you can ask your question, and Naresh bhai and his team is ready to give the clarifications on your questions. Is anybody is having, please raise. Please,
We have our delegate also. So if they want to ask any question, same time.
Naresh bhai, can you explain what are the real estate opportunities are available in Canada, please?
That's a very good question. And let me give you one example. So if someone invests 100K, means $1 lakh. So currently 60 is a ratio, so 60 lakh rupees in Canada. Average people get, that's counted as a 20% down payment, and 80% average people get the loan. Right now interest rate is high, but average interest rate in Canada is between nearby 3% in Canada yearly. So within 100K, 60 lakhs, you can get the property of $500,000. And growth from last 2005 to 2021, it is almost double every 7 years. We have a couple of real estate professional over here, so it's double. So when I say double, so it's not double your 100K value, what you invest, it's double your 100K plus whatever you get mortgage of remaining 80%, that's become double. When we are in India or wherever there is a higher interest rate, then you pay interest cost also, but the interest cost is so low, average 3%. So that is a very good opportunity. And one example, as I think you are from USA, so giving the one example, in Canada people say, always work in USA, but always invest in Canada. Reason, Niagara Falls, Canada, they have one property of 1 million, same property in Niagara Falls, USA is at 300K. It's a 10 kilometer far. So the property investment, like housing and even the commercial, is a very good opportunity in Canada. And I have a couple of delegates, expert in investment and property, and even construction too. After this meeting, you can directly exchange with them and definitely get more idea. Thank you.
Yes, next. At the same time, see, those, our guests, whosoever is coming from the Canada, and they also would like to have any kind of question, they may please also raise the question, the query. We'll try to get it solved. Please.
સુરતથી ઘણા છોકરાઓ કેનેડા ભણે છે અને મોટાભાગે એ લોકો ત્યાં સર્વિસ કરે છે. તો એ લોકો ભણી લે ત્યાર પછી ત્યાં કોઈ બિઝનેસ કરવો હોય તો શું ઓપોર્ચ્યુનિટી છે ત્યાં કેનેડામાં?
Yeah, so મારો પોતાનો પ્રોફેશનલ ઇમિગ્રેશન છે, તો આઈ કેન મે બી મોર બેટર આન્સર, એન્ડ હી ઇઝ ઇન એજ્યુકેશન ફિલ્ડ ટુ, મહર્ષિ જાની. સો there is an opportunity for business, but there is a transaction time. I always say all like international students who migrate to North America, US, Canada or anywhere, there is a transaction time. So it's not going to be happen within a short time. If it is happen short time, maybe 1 or 2 example may be successful, but there is a lack of knowledge to do the business over there, because to mix up with the the business environment over there is take time. Same way, if someone, my daughter or son come over here directly, it's hard for them over here. They definitely get success if they give a time. So it is possible. Ideal time, as per my experience, all international students, they become a PR or green card in Canada, particularly within 4 to 5 years. After they land in Canada, they have 2-3 years study, work 2-3 years, and then they get a PR, permanent residency, or then they become citizen after 2-3 years. So 7 to 10 years usually they go for any experiment with a good deep root in their knowledge about a particular business. But business opportunity is very good. I always say keep patient, definitely, and that's why I'm telling, like, highest Hindu community or Indian community, they are highest in the business density wise. Reason, we know how our entrepreneur skill, so we automatically our skill we can utilize once we are there and we are familiar with the system. Yeah, so it's very easy, but 7 to 8 years is ideal time as per my understanding. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are chartered accountant firm and having team of 25 people. So we are providing service to client located in UK and Australia. Now we are exploring the market of Canada and USA. So if any of the member can give little bit information about pros and cons of that market, then that will help us. Okay, thank you.
I request one of our CPA with us. He is a CPA in US, Canada, and India. Maybe he can more information.
Thank you. That's a very good question. So I have an accounting firm in Canada. We currently do outsource to Pune. We have a partner company and we do US taxation, Canada taxation, and the delivery happens from India. So we already are doing it. There are a lot of large corporations like KPMG, Deloitte. Everybody has their accounting offices and back offices in India. So it's not a new thing. What you are doing, it's a successful model that is working. You just have to find the right partner, and then if you find the right partner, then the delivery should happen, impeccable delivery should happen from India. I should not be calling you 10 times for a delivery. That's all I need. If you can deliver, then not only just me, there are thousands of accountants who are looking for such services. So you are tracking the right thing.
And to add to his answer, one thing I want to say, as I give you booklet, there is a different kind of professional came today actually in businessmen. So their contact detail also there. You can contact them. And one more thing, we have a CHCC online app. You can register with app. You can not only the people who attend today, but different businessmen, professional, you can directly connect with them. There is an online app. Yeah, there is a little bit fees, but yeah, there is an online app available.
Booklet, so everybody should have one. If you don't have one, we can give you one, and our profiles are there in the back.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Dishan Gandhi. I basically am representing the healthcare industry of India. We have seen that healthcare in Canada is there, but most of it is state owned. So it is controlled by OHIP, and other provincial programs do control it. So we have recently started a medical tourism firm where we are facilitating the patients who want to come for medical treatments, the elective medical treatments. India is one of the booming markets for medical treatments, and people are coming here, but they are unorganized. There is an unorganized system. So we want to explore the Canadian market so that the medical services are faster. They are provided at almost 1/10 the cost, and a trust factor is developed between the Canadian citizens and the Indian medical system over here. So how can we actually move forward for it?
Thank you. It's a very good question, and I always say with a fair competition, US have people need to pay from their pocket. In Canada, we have a free health system, and that's a best plus point we have. But same time, we have late health system too. That's practically we are feeling. We have 3 experts today with me, Dharmesh Patel, Meena Patel, and one of Gopal Sayani. They all in medical profession. I request one of them or like they can alternately give answer for this particular question.
Yeah, definitely medical tourism since few years from Canada also people coming here. The field they are coming like MRI, CT scan. There is a waiting list around 1 year. So some people in emergency they came to India even though ticket and everything. It's very cheaper than waiting 1 year. Another thing is like dental thing. Dental is very costly there and even implant here is very cheap. So people coming for dentist also here. Other than that, other services are okay. Like if you are not dying, then you can wait in Canada and you can get the free service.
So my basic question is like, means I was in Canada myself. So the IVF treatments in Canada, the first cycle of the IVF is provided by OHIP, but from the second cycle onwards, the patients have to pay for them, and it is like $4,000 per cycle. Okay, whereas it is almost 1/5 the cost in India, and the success ratios in Canada is 32%, whereas in India it is 76%.
Yeah, there are some other factor also in that type.
Yeah.
That type of treatment need a continuous follow. So the patient has to stay here in India a few months.
Yeah, around 1 or 2 months.
Yeah.
And
So the another example is like orthodontist.
yes,
It's cheaper here, but patient cannot come to every month to follow up here. So even though whatever the cost they pay in Canada, even though $7, $8, $10,000, they will pay because the kids don't come here and waste their time. So that's the thing. One-time treatment is very good. Medical tourism. I know few people came from here, from Canada to India, and that's very good nowadays because UK also coming. Canada has some system back. I think few years ago they reimburse the payment, but nowadays they stop it. So people are thinking more to go to India.
yeah.
I am from textile sector and I want to know how can I approach to the firms and companies over in Canada so I can try to do business with them.
So textile. I want to add one thing. Mostly the textile in North America, like importing from 3 or 4 countries. Bangladesh is a major part. India definitely, China, Pakistan, and yes, a certain part of South America. But those 4 countries, like Indian continent country, are the major part. Bangladesh have a high success ratio, unfortunately, and that's why we are going to there on Surat also hub of textile. I always suggest like that big import happening in North America and Canada. You're supposed to go with a management consultancy firm over there. We provide the first initial contact with the prospective importer. That's the best way. Usually, I know in our traditional business way in India, because my father also in those kind of some agro business, so I know they always do the traditional way. But now the new generation in India also, they go professionally, and that's where you get a contact person from our chamber. You can offline connect with us, or Mercy, Jani and Kushagra. They will connect with some textile importer from Canada. Okay.
Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sapansha. My company name is Avanya Fragrance of Madurai. So we are a manufacturer of incense stick, dhoop cones and havan cups which are made from sacred temple flowers without chemical, no charcoal, no artificial fragrance. So we are expanding our business and we are looking for the distributor in Canada. So can you please help me out with the distributor or any kind of help from your side? Thank you.
Yes, so our contact information is already there. Please send us your details and we send to our all members. Like we have many members across Canada, and then we reconnect you accordingly. But definitely we can provide the platform. We have different event also, online and in person. We can, if you come up with a solid presentation, we provide you space, on those events, and you can come up with your idea. And definitely from other side, our member directly will contact with you.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Hello, sir. My name is Malan. So I'm starting a merchant export company. So I would like to know the scope of cattle feed import in Canada because mostly the companies over there, they are huge companies, and how is it possible to start with cattle feed export over there?
Marcy, you can give answer something. Cattle field.
Yeah, Canada is a huge dairy market, but some unfortunate reason it's a very restricted. Even though that dairy market, every farmer has a quota. Like even though he has a 200 cows, but he has a quota of around 2,000 liter milk. Then only he can sell 2,000 liter milk to dairy.
No, I think his question is that there is definitely a very good livestock there, right? Cattle feed. So for that, I think if he needs to supply some kind of cattle feed that has a food for the this, for the cow or the
animals, because over there mostly the agriculture in the winter is very less, and Canada is importing a huge, but from other countries. Unfortunately, I have done a little research, and there are very big companies over there. So how is it possible? Yes, sir?
Do you have any data like that?
Yeah, I have sent a mail to the consulate, but how is it possible for a person to start a business distribution over there, like importer like that?
So I think we can connect you with some distributors there as well. There will always be any type of cattle feed. There's always some regulatory hurdles that you have to pass because everything's protected. There's been some cases of mad cow disease. So because of that, the cattle field is very heavily regulated. It doesn't mean it can't be done. Like you said, Canada does import most of it from different countries. So there is a little bit of a hurdle, but if you can cross that, it's a great thing to export from here. So we can definitely connect you with that, and even connect you with some custom agents that can tell you the process for getting that regulatory process.
And we can connect with the trade commissioner, local trade commissioner also. That's Canadian local trade commissioner.
Hi sir, I am Chintan Parekh from Global Exports. We are exporters of food items, particularly to Canada, Singapore and UK. My specific request is not to find me buyers or someone. I already have buyers in Canada. I want your support in getting a good partner over there in Canada. We are in perishable exports, and we have client in Toronto, Calgary, Fort McMurray, Winnipeg. But we need responsible person to handle the distribution over there. We have been exporting from last 10 years to Canada. I also happen to be a 49% stakeholder in Canadian company. But we are looking for some person, particularly in Alberta region and Ontario region, who can take care of the distribution as a partner. Is it possible for VRN to do that?
Yeah, so for Alberta region, we have a Tushar Patel. He is in a same kind of distribution channel for food product. He's our member. He's not here today. I will connect with him, and definitely he's at a high end in the same product actually. He's providing almost 17 franchises the food product, and he's the best person. That particular person I can connect. For Ontario and Alberta, other option, we have our delegates who are, you can, after this meeting, you can connect one to one, and maybe you get other shows too.
Thank you.
Hello. My name is Lalit Thakur. I am little bit associated with the food industry when I was in India and as well as in Canada too. I was in vanilla ice cream, I was in Pepsi. I also do some food work over there. Food industry is a very, very, very tough competition. You can name it, 150, 75 distributors are there from all over the world in Canada. So number one, the channel is a grocery store, main of these. So it's lots of competition. That's why you have to give credit for 30 days, 20 days. So this is the biggest issue for the distributor as well as partner. But if you have a good quality product, competitive price, then definitely you can jump the market. So give the detail, what kind of product, what is the margin for the distributor, what is the margin for the retailer, and what kind of advertise support you give. So definitely you can do it, or you can contact me too. Thank you.
I request like two of our delegates want to say something. They are sitting on last, Amit Chaudhary from Bangladesh Hindu Canadian community, and Gopal Sayari.
Good afternoon, good evening everyone.
We are restart missions with Nepal, India, and Bangladesh. So we are going forward to Bangladesh as well. So our lots of opportunity also in Bangladesh too. So if anyone are interested about the business in Bangladesh, so we can tie up with the Federation of Bangladesh Business Organizations for explore your business over there too. And if you are want to sit with the B2B, so after these sessions we can do that. Thank you so much.
Yes, any left out questions? Or if please.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Gopal Sani, I'm one of the delegate from Canada. My question is, as we came here to invest the money, so what is, if there is anyone who can answer, what's the best field where we can invest and we can make a good money? So I'm from the medical field. I believe in mind, body, spiritual, improvement. So you guys have good places here. This Surat is going really fast. Do you guys have any opportunity where we can spend in this direction? So I have two questions. One is the general one. What's the best field where we can invest and grow our money? Second, if there is any mind, body, spiritual growth, we can do it and we can do the business in that way. Thank you. He is delegate from Canada, right?
Yeah.
I want to answer.
Please.
Sir, we are the first startup in India which is retailing naturally ripened fruits. Starting from Surat city, we have right now 35 retail locations. We are looking forward to investor partners in the business, where we will be increasing our business in all over Gujarat and followed by all over India. There will be 500 retail locations of our products in next 3 years. So if you want me to send you the details, I can email you.
See, apart from what he said, currently, as far as any those who are coming and invest, they can definitely start with the retail businesses, or they just keep their footprint in the area of franchising. So yes, of course, I also agreed with him that because India itself is consuming more. 140 crore population itself, those who consume this product. So definitely within the India, it's really very good opportunity. Yani, please.
Myself Niranjan Desai, I'm a chartered accountant. Actually, we are facilitating the Indian person to set up the companies outside India wherever. In regards to Canada, I have a question: which is the best way to set up the companies over there? Is it doing business directly from India or to set up the companies in Canada?
So, for immigration point of view,
No, for business point of view.
purpose. So I think Hardik Bhai is the best person who can answer.
So for the benefit of everybody, there are many models in which you can invest. We can have a one-on-one consultation depending on your circumstances. The answer may differ, but you don't need to be a Canadian resident. Now the laws have changed. You can be an Indian resident and have a 100% stake in Canada and open up a business. It's all online on government website. You can probably do it on your own also. But if you hire a professional, then all the follow-ups and yearly returns and all those things are taken care for you by an accountant who is local in Canada. There are experts like your company which is doing outsourcing. There are other companies in India that also does US, Canada consultancy. And if it's a large account, I request you to go to mid-tier accounting firm like BDC or KPMG or Deloitte for large accounts. So that's the simplest answer. Otherwise, we can talk more. Thank you.
So fine, I think. Yes. Please.
Like you said, say anybody can own the business 100%. What about the immigration issues there? What they can have? Yeah, thanks.
So it is to do the business in Canada as a foreigner. That's he answer, and anyone can do. What difference between if any foreigner doing the 100%, open the 100% corporation in Canada, 100% stakeholders corporation, or 51% or 49% or any other figure, then they get when they withdraw the money as a shareholder or director and as a profit or in a different form of accounting terms, then that count as a foreign foreign income in India. So whatever the extra tax you need to pay, that's a liability, I believe. But immigration point of view, like Canada have a very good and a different kind of immigration opportunity for entrepreneur and business people, and they have a federal policy for investor. Investor and entrepreneurs both are different in immigration term. Investor means like EB5 in USA. Just put the money. It's a block for some time for some investment. You will get it back as per the scenario at that time, and you get your status, a green card. So that process start in Canada like 2008. There is a 400k. 9 there is 800k. 800k means $8 lakh. Then 2011 they opened the category on 1st July Canada Day. 756, 1.6 million investment. Within a 9 day they get a 852 application only from Hong Kong embassy, and the average investment is a 30 million. So Canada is scared because that's not a big country population wise, and one particular community come with those millions of dollars, they can rule the country. So they freeze temporary, so people don't get shocked, and they never open again. So there is no investor category in Canada, unfortunately, but there is an entrepreneur category. It's very, very low costly. When I say low costly, it start from 200k, $2 lakh dollar, means 1 CR surrounding. But there is a precondition and post condition. You're supposed to have some entrepreneur skill at certain level in your home country for within a 5 year last 3 years, and then you have some post condition also. When you land as a work permit holder in Canada, within 3 years you need to start the business, open the business, start the business, run the business, and give a local employment. Different provinces have a different kind of criteria, and that's we can do one-to-one or micro level. But yeah, that's entrepreneur skill is open for any businessman who want to come and settle in Canada.
So I'll add one small thing to it. All the cities in Canada are attracting and have a startup program. And city of Brampton has a startup program. City of Oakville has one. So you have to research that, and then Naresh is the right person who is doing the immigration. So if you have a dual intent, is to do business and immigrate to Canada, it's a complicated question. I cannot answer this in this session. You need a professional. Don't do it on your own. If you do it on your own, it is at your own risk. So please take your step, because you are investing thousands and millions of dollars. So please take professional help in doing that. Thank you.
I think last question, because after this question, I request all the people who came from the CHCC may please join us on the floor 6. We're going to show one 10-minute video presentation of the South Gujarat Chamber of Commerce, and again then we have to take them to Platinum Hall for the CTEX exhibition. So that's the request. I mean, this is the last question, and in spite of that, you can still, if you would like to connect with them, you have already get the information regarding CHCC. At the same time, we will also going to give them the detail about SGCCI on the 6th floor. Please.
Yeah, my name is Jagdish Jain. I am from Global Linen Company, Surat. We are manufacturing bed linen, bath linen for the all hotels, and also making hospital linens as well. We just want to know if there is any candidate with you who can help us out to open up our market in your region. We are doing already exports to US and South African countries, but Canadian market is still open for us totally. So if anybody is here who can help us out to find out the market over there, or wholesalers who buy from us and supply to hotels locally over there, that will also suit, no issue for us.
So yeah, definitely I can connect with a couple of people, but before that I want to give a generic information. As he mentioned, our information, like contact information of CHCC in the booklet and everywhere. You can contact after this event or later on any time, and our director or one person, they reply and they connect with the people. For this particular question, we have a couple of people who are very established in that particular business. Anantji is here, Rakesh Patel is there, and many more. And if you go to the Hotel Association of America or North America, 80% are our Indian people or that. So definitely we get contact. But yeah, I think I request Anandji and following with Rakesh or vice versa to give answer.
Okay, my name is Rakesh Patel, and I'm a manufacturing as well as construction business in Edmonton, Alberta. So I do build the hotels and like some investment project in especially the tourism place. Like in Alberta, there is a Banff where we have multiple projects. I build the hotels over there too, and I have many people who actually looking for it, and they go to the China, buy the stuff, and in the COVID time they had really big headache. So then after they're looking for alternative. So yes, we can definitely connect for particular what you and I have few people in my mind. We can share detail on it. And sir, for you, like you, I think a lot of people confuse your question. Like your question, you're looking for partner over there on a distribution chain. And yes, the reason you particular ask in Alberta. So I do the as I say, I do the construction. I build the convenience stores and wholesale big market stores. So I do have a contact. I can definitely connect your information to them, and they probably those are Nareshji also said like there's a particular name. Plus I have other guys too, who is a member of our community as well. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Anant. Yes, for the linen, for the hotel items and all those stuff, you can contact me if I can borrow this book. If anyone have this book, this is me myself in real estate. So if you can connect, so all information is there. So please email me. I'll give you more details about that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So with this note, we would like to extend. Thank you very much. So with the final note, we at SGCCI is very much thankful to all the delegates came from the Canadian Hindu Chamber of Commerce, including the President, Vice President and the General Secretary and entire team. We also would like to extend our warm thanks to all the members who participated today. We also would like to extend our thanks to the office bearers of the SGCCI, Mr. Vijay Mewawala and Nikhil Madrasi ji for their valued time. And last but not least, all the people who attend today's program and make it fruitful. Thank you very much. Keep and stay connected with us.